This week on Now Here with Chris and Kell.
I don't know if we should be eating that.
We are, though. When in Rome. Just landed in Chicago, Illinois. Kelly's going to pick me up. We're going to spend the weekend here. It's close enough to my birthday. We'll call it a birthday celebration. But really, I just wanted to check out Chicago because I've never been. You ready to do Chicago?
Yeah.
Chris and Kell do Chicago. Here's our Airbnb. It's very small, but we live on boats, so it's still luxurious. And we're headed out. There is a famous steakhouse here in Chicago. Are you driving or am I? Okay. Anyway, it's Thursday. Looked up reservations for this place. One option tonight. We're gonna be here for 3 nights, but Saturday and Friday were both sold out completely. Thursday had one option at 10:30 p.m. So that's what we got, and we're gonna go try it out because this place is cool looking. Kelly's navigating.
Steak face. As we mentioned, this place was pretty difficult to get into, so we were lucky to get this late night reservation on such short notice. Bavette's is ranked #1 of 18 essential steakhouses in Chicago.
We'll get a couple of things and share it all. What do you say?
Sounds great. I like
We gotta
your style.
get the mac and cheese. I really want to get these ribeye steak frites. What about the tartare? Tartare sounds good.
Yep, I'll go on record and say this steak tartare was the best I've ever had. Solid choices so far.
I'm drooling.
We also ordered the mac and cheese and the mushrooms. Surprisingly, the mushrooms were a better choice than the mac. Divine. The steak frites were the real winner of the evening. The cook was absolutely incredible. Obviously, they know what they're doing here. Being the last dinner reservation for the evening, we basically shut this place down.
That was really freaking good.
Yeah, that was so good. Chicago's off to a great start.
Yeah. So overall, what would you give that place on our new scale?
On our new scale?
1 to 21.
Chris insisted we come up with a more precise rating scale, so here it is. 1 through 10, don't waste your time. 11 through 15, check it out. 16 through 20, don't miss it. And 21 is perfection.
20.
Yeah, me too. That was really good.
So good.
We only had a few days here, and we were determined to make the most of them. Next morning, we got up bright and early to hit the town. We stayed in a really residential neighborhood, very walkable, lots of cute cafes, and charming architecture. The city parks were well maintained, and we seemed to stroll through quite a few. It was really cool to see the juxtaposition of nature with the big city backdrop so frequently and with varying perspectives. Somehow, we accidentally stumbled into the Millennium Park Zoo. We had no idea that admission is actually totally free, so of course, we had to check that out. The zoo is also known as the Millennium Park Zoological Gardens, and it spreads throughout 35 acres of Chicago. The zoo was founded in 1868, making it the 4th oldest zoo in North America. The zoo exhibits range includes big cats, polar bears, penguins, gorillas, reptiles, monkeys, and other species, totaling about 1,100 animals from some 200 species. This zoo really had it all, so much that we couldn't even make it all the way through before it closed for the day. Since we're doing all the touristy things, makes sense to have a traditional Chicago deep dish style pizza for dinner, right? So for that, we went to Pequod's because it was highly recommended as the best.
So we're at Pequod's Pizza, which is supposed to be one of the best Chicago deep dish spots. We got sausage mushroom pie coming. Excited? Yeah. We got wings because we're hungry now, and the pizza takes an hour.
We have not eaten today.
Yeah. Cheers, dude. Here. clink.
That's how you do it. Thank you. I think this is the first time, and maybe the only time, I've ever seen you eat pizza with a fork.
This doesn't count as pizza to me. This is a delicious Italian dish.
Well, it is called deep dish pizza.
They're really good. Hot.
Hot? Pequod's gets an overall score of 16 from us. New York style pizza is still better, but you're not gonna wanna miss out on this. The next day, we wanted to explore what we couldn't by foot, which meant experiencing the public transit system.
Good morning.
Morning. We're waiting on the train. We're gonna ride the train in today and check out downtown Chicago.
We're going to do the Chicago loop. Just a walking tour, self-guided, throughout the scenes of Chicago.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're going down to the River Walk. Today, on the food front, is Chicago dog and potentially Chicago hot beef sandwich.
Yeah, a hot beef sandwich.
But first, the train has to appear.
We boarded the train and then made our merry way downtown. Chris was feeling especially merry this morning.
Nothing to be arranged.
We made it.
Sometimes you just get a feeling like you need some kind of change.
We are officially in downtown
Standing
Chicago.
tall on the wings of our dreams, rise and fall on the wings of our dreams.
Are you done?
The rain and thunder, the wind is I'm bound for better days.
First stop, and we're already sidetracked.
We're here inside the Art Institute of Chicago's gift shop because it's not in the cards for today, but I wanted to come in and see things. So I've basically seen everything that's here in puzzle form on the walls. American Gothic, a Sunday on Le Grand Jatte, bedroom at Artless. I am good at this.
It's like the same.
That'll have to be good enough for me today.
Okay, here we go. Time to start the actual walking tour. We're about to spend the next few hours seeing all the things. This is Crown Fountain, located in Millennium Park. It's an interactive sculpture piece that's constantly changing. It opened in 2004 and was designed by Spanish artist Jaume Plenza. Plenza explores dualism with this piece, where he has two randomly selected faces conversing with each other. Plenza feels that by using faces, he can represent the diversity of the city, both in ethnicity and age. Millennium Park spans about 25 acres and features a wide variety of public art, outdoor spaces, play structures, and venues. It's located in the Loop community area of Chicago.
Kelly, tell me a secret, Kelly. Did you hang up?
No, I'm here. You know all my secrets. Lunchtime, about to try our first Chicago dog.
What color is that?
I call it iridescent
Like
green.
nuclear relish.
It's a little bluish even.
Yeah, so here we
Some
are
color added.
at Rink Cafe,
Yeah, they
aptly
put-
named.
Look at the last ingredient. Blue number 1. Nailed it.
This is our first Chicago dog. We're next to the skate rink, which may or may not turn into an ice rink as the weather turns.
You can roller skate on it right now, or ice skate on it in the winter. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm
it's
still waiting for somebody to go by.
blue, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if we should be eating that.
We are though. When in Rome.
So relish, mustard.
And then it has tomatoes, celery salt, hot peppers, onions, and pickle spear.
All right, shove that in your pie holes.
Here we go.
Yep.
Not good. Well, then good idea. It's tasty. You have to get into the hot pepper, and that's when it really shines. The bun's a little on the dry side, like they've had it here for a while. And the hot dog's nothing impressive, but overall it's pretty damn good combination. I can't wait to have like a top tier one. So I'm guessing this is gonna be on the low end.
Next stop, Chicago's iconic Cloud Gate, or as many people know it, the Bean. Unfortunately, this interactive art piece was closed off for maintenance.
I know they got us.
They didn't say nothing about this being closed.
This was a real bummer because the whole point is being able to get up close and see all the reflections and angles of the city's impressive skyline in relation to your reflection. Ah well, we have much more to see and we're just getting started. We kept walking around and into some historical buildings downtown, near the Chicago Cultural Center. The level of detail and craftsmanship in these buildings was incredibly impressive, and they were all extremely well maintained. The Cultural Center was the hub for a lot of smaller free art exhibits, and they're changing all the time.
What's next on our walking tour?
I don't know.
Turns out it was a Macy's. Yes, the department store Macy's. But obviously, this wasn't just any Macy's. Heading towards the waterfront now, I was really excited to see all the bridges and scope out some of those riverboat cruises. There was so much variance in architecture here, and it was so annoying to not even know what we were looking at. The artwork is so prominent here. Famous artist stamps everywhere. Like, here's a Picasso, and here's the famous Four Seasons by Marc Chagall. So close you could touch it. We also saw Calder's Flamingo, but I mean, how could you possibly miss this? We ended the tour inside Willis Tower, the tallest tower seen here. But we didn't feel like paying the $50 per person admission to the top, so instead we snuck our way on to some random courtyard. Even from this height, it was still a cool and different perspective of the city. Plus, we got to keep our lunch inside our stomachs. Well, I'd say it's about time for afternoon tea.
Look what I got.
A shot and a beer.
So this is old style. I've seen the signs all over. It's made in Milwaukee. Never had it. It's cheap beer. And this is called Malort. I don't know what it is, but it's supposed to be like all botanical. And this together was $6 in a place where an old fashioned is $16. Wow, that is gross. But we're waiting for our table because we're about to try the supposedly best burger in all of Chicago.
As if we didn't just recently eat our weight in burgers during Portland's Burger Week.
And I'm excited because we've been walking around all day and my feet are sore, my back is sore, and we've seen a lot of cool things, but we haven't eaten much.
No.
So, burger should be good.
Looking forward to that. Cheers, sir.
After a lengthy wait, we finally got into Bavette's sister restaurant, Au Cheval, to have this epic cheeseburger. After our experience at Bavette's the first night, our mouths were watering for this.
This place is pretty cool. The hour and a half wait time at 5 o'clock is crazy.
Yes.
We sat at the bar and watched the kitchen prepare these glorious meaty treats.
Yeah.
It's a yes.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. This is a really well-balanced burger.
But what's a burger without fries? We had to pair our burger with house special crispy fries. For goodness sakes, it comes with an egg on top. It was in that moment that I decided fries that you have to eat with a fork are most definitely worth eating.
What'd you think, Kelly? Pretty good burger?
Yeah. Best
Whoa.
burger I've had all day.
What would you give it?
I would give that an 18.
18. Here's the thing. I would give that fry dish a 16, and I'd give the burger a 17, but I'd give the whole experience an 18. It's like it was better than the sum of its parts.
Yep, we signed up for one of those guided architecture cruises.
Of amazing architecture and history. And thanks for bearing with the weather.
Soul Train came from that building every Saturday night with the late great Don Cornelius.
We got some discount tickets on Groupon, so for the two of us, this $100 excursion ended up being just under 40 bucks, and I thought it was worth every penny. Over the next 90 minutes, we saw all sorts of bridges, buildings, and mechanisms for the waterway. We also learned a ton of fun facts about the city, what our tour guide wanted for lunch, how he felt about certain politicians and their egos, his take on celebrity scandals, and some unbelievable conspiracy theories, and the city's rich history of development with the rise and fall of different industries. As the boat flipped around and we headed back towards the loading dock, the skyline, even in this dreary, overcast weather, was still so iconic. It was the perfect way to cap off our time here. That's it for Chicago. Now we're heading back to Iowa to shack up with my family for a while. Keep watching for this week's blooper reel, sponsored by our patron, Ernie G.
It's like not bad until you wait, and then it gets real gross. Yeah. Like it hits you in the end.
Fascinating. Yes.